Hello everyone, it's me again. Sorry that we're not going to be able to meet again for Messy Church this coming Saturday. Again, really sorry not to be able to gather together for that. This time though, we were going to be thinking about Holy Week and Easter. So thinking about the stories of Jesus, particularly as he came into Jerusalem and all the crowd shouted Hosanna and welcome. Through Jesus having his Last Supper with his friends, to Jesus on the cross, and then Jesus rising from the dead on Easter Day. So lots of stories we were going to share. But in order to do that, actually, we've tried to be a bit creative and we've sorted out some crafts that you can do at home. We found a story on YouTube that you can watch to help you through that. And then Alison, Paul, Gemma, and myself, we've worked on some resources that you can use and have a go at home. All the details that you need can be found on the website at www.wigstonbenefice.org.uk/messychurch. Don't worry, there'll be a link with this video, so don't worry about that. And you can have a go at home. We think we've chosen materials that you should have lying around the house, like loo roll inners and an egg box as well. But if you haven't, don't worry too much. Be creative. Use what you have got and use what you can find and see what you can do. Because actually the story of Easter is very like that. The crowds on Palm Sunday, when they were shouting Hosanna and welcome to Jesus, they grabbed branches off the trees to wave, a bit like you might wave a scarf at a football match. And they laid down their cloaks and their coats on the road to form what we'd now think would be a bit like a red carpet, like we put down for celebrities. And even on Good Friday, the cross that Jesus was nailed to wouldn't have been the best quality, wouldn't have been something that was made fresh and beautifully polished and so on. Actually, it would have been used before, most likely. It would have been really rough and splintered and just really, really horrible material. But out of that horrible material came something amazing as we saw God's love for us on the cross. So good luck with all those crafts. We'll leave you to it and you can share your results with us. You can take some photos and send them to us via the Facebook page, the Wigston Benefice Facebook, or you can get the grown-ups at home to drop me an email and we'll see what great results we come up with. But all of that got me thinking about crosses and about making things from things that you can find. Because actually on my desk, I've got one of my favourite crosses. I've got quite a few crosses in different parts of the study and around the house, perhaps not surprising for a vicar. But this was one that I made at probably the very first Messy Church I ever did in my previous church in Herefordshire. And basically it's 3 nails, a bit of blue tack and a bit of ribbon. But it sits there on my desk each day as a very simple reminder of God's love for us. Also next to it is one that my uncle gave to me. It belonged to him and it belonged to another priest before him. So this one's probably actually quite old. And on it you might be able to see Jesus on the cross on that one as an important reminder of Jesus being on the cross, not just an empty cross. This one is one that belonged to my dad and it's one that I'm using at the moment because it travels around in a little suitcase, really, of stuff that I need for Holy Communion, the bread and the wine that remembers the story of Jesus on Maundy Thursday. And so we can see Jesus on the cross, and next to him we've got Mary, his mother, and we've got John, the beloved disciple, who's basically Jesus's best friend. And so this is rather a nice scene. And so this is sitting whenever I say a service of Holy Communion, or the Eucharist as we call it. And this is one that's there to help remind me when I'm saying my prayers. But they don't all have to be plain or simple. Sometimes, the cross is a sign of hope, of God's love, of God's power over the world. And so you sometimes get ones like this. This was a present when I left my previous parish, a present from Lucy and Mariana and Joseph. And this one's in a South American style from Colombia, I think. And you can see Jesus, the Good Shepherd. And so actually it's really bright and colourful and sharing in that hope that we get through the cross of Good Friday that leads us into the joy of Easter Day. So there's a few ideas to be thinking about, but I'm also going to set you another challenge, and that's as you're out and about each day, have a look for different crosses that you find in nature, whether it's the way that some branches have sort of folded over to make a cross, different crosses that you see in different places. And yeah, see what you can find. Set yourself a little bit of a challenge as you're wandering around and having a look, and use it to help you remember the story of Jesus and the sadness of Good Friday, but the joy of Easter as well. So I wish you a very happy Easter. Good luck with the crafts, enjoy them, and God bless you all, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers, goodbye.